Nice job.
Thank you, Brandy. You can see Brandy play the part of Elle Woods and the rest of the Franklin High School Theater Company as they perform the show Legally Blonde on November 17th, 18th, and 19th at Franklin High School. Tickets are on sale now through onthestage.com or from the Franklin High School Facebook page. One final announcement, please support FHS Soccer by attending Jersey Mike's for dinner Thursday, October 26th between 4 and 8 p.m. Good luck to the teams tonight.
Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Boys Soccer. Today, it's a beautiful dream in heaven matchup between the Franklin High Panthers and the Attleboro Bombardiers, both teams positioning for first place in the Hockomock League standings. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Our producer, our director, our camera operator tonight is Chris Leverone. Yes, Franklin, red hot on the season. They have won 6 games in a row, including 4 straight shutouts. For Attleboro, they've won their last 5 as well, and they've had 2 shutouts in those last 5. The two teams met earlier in the season, earlier this month, and the two teams at Attleboro played to a 0-0 tie. Franklin on the season, 12 wins, no losses, and 4 ties. And in the Hawk, 10 wins, 0 losses, and 4 ties. For Attleboro, 12 wins, 1 loss, and 3 ties. And in the Hawk, 10 wins, 1 loss, and 3 ties. So it's really a 1-game difference coming down to the final 2 games of the regular season. Franklin will have Attleboro here tonight, and then on the 26th of the month, Franklin will host the Milford Scarlet Hawks at a 3:45 game. Starting lineups for Attleboro. They'll start in goal a senior Tyler Rocchio. In defense, Joshua Cadella. He's a senior. A freshman defender, Jaden Beland. A senior midfielder, Luke Hagopian. A freshman midfielder, Mason Prive. A senior forward, Clayton Tyler. A senior midfielder, William Badger. A senior defender, Zachary Diffendorfer, and a senior midfielder, Kyle Newmandorf, and a sophomore forward, Coven Jimmy Thomas. Franklin in the home blue with white numerals and white socks, and the visitors, Attleboro, in the traveling white with blue numerals and blue trim. We'll give you the starting lineups of Franklin in just a moment, as we have Attleboro with the throw-in on the far side. They did it right in front, and a good look there by Kyle Newmandorf. He's a big player, and Franklin holds. The starting lineup for Franklin: in goal, senior Paxton Rosen. Midfielder, Noah Kane, senior. A junior midfield forward defender, Matt Honekamp. Senior captain forward, Andrew O'Neill. Junior forward, Wyatt Herndon. Franklin with a rush, and the goalkeeper has it, comes out to make the save for Attleboro as Hansi Jakes was in on goal for Franklin. The rest of the starting lineups, Garrett Scagliarini, a junior midfielder, and also for Franklin starting here today is going to be Bradley Herndon, a senior defender midfielder. Franklin with the ball in the corner, works it back in. It's going to go out of bounds. Let's see who they're going to call it off. We'll get that in a moment. Rex Sinelli, a senior captain defender. Hansi Jakes, you just saw him, senior forward. And Sean O'Leary, a senior defender. It's going to be a goal kick for Attleboro. Attleboro coached by Peter Pereira, he in his 45th year. And Franklin coached by Fran Basitis in his 53rd year. A pair of veteran coaches matched up in this big Hockomock League game. Ball batted around at midfield, one header after another. Now it's controlled by Hansi Jakes, who's going to send it back to the midfield line. It's going to go all the way back to Sean O'Leary, and he'll leave it for Rex Sinelli. These two teams played to a 0-0 tie just about 3 weeks ago at Attleboro. Franklin sends a ball through. Hustling back for it is going to be Attleboro. They're going to drop it to their goalkeeper, who kind of didn't get everything on it and kicks it right out of bounds. Franklin red hot on the season, peaking at just the right time, and Attleboro will cover it. And with it out there is Jaden Beeland. In front, kicked away. And out towards the midfield area, some holding and bumping. A player goes down. No call. They're going to give the ball to the Panthers. The officials for today are Fred Echeverry and Michael Gula. Noah Kane gets around the defense and gets the ball. Look at him spin through. Kane, great footwork. Kane centers it up all the way through, and it's just blocked by an Attleboro player out to Sean O'Leary for Franklin. Back it comes for Matt Honekamp, the junior. This is Noah Kane. It's going to be out of bounds, and the ball will go over on the touchline to Attleboro's Bombardier team. Just underway, 2 40-minute halves. Franklin on the season right now in the power rankings in the state of Massachusetts in Division I, ranked number 8. Attleboro in those same rankings is ranked number 21. Throw in by Paxton Rosen to the Panthers on the far side. 58 degrees at game time here, partly cloudy. And Franklin sends it back to their back line. Now it's stolen momentarily. Franklin has it again. This is Andrew O'Neill. His shot is blocked. O'Neill again gets to it to Hansi Jakes. Jakes, good footwork for Noah Kane up in front. Intended out there for Andrew O'Neill. Can he get to it? Yes, he can, but he's got a bad angle, and he's going to center it up now. It's blocked by a defender. Back to O'Neill. O'Neill for Franklin's Bradley Herndon, and the ball is going to be put in on the far side on a throw-in. No score, just like the first game went for the entire 80 minutes. It's going to be a goal kick, I beg your pardon. A goal kick for Attleboro. Their goal kicker, according to Coach Fran Basitis, is a good one. Their goalkeeper, Tyler Rocchio. Rocchio, left foot with the boot. Headed back there by Matt Honekamp. Jakes battles for it, wins the battle. The goalkeeper is out, and he makes the save with pressure coming in. So Franklin's had a couple of sparks on the offense, but they couldn't get a clean look on Rocchio, and he rolled up and made the save. And this time he booms a high, booming kick. One of the best kicks we've seen all season. Goes beyond the 40-yard line of Franklin's side of the field. Booming kick by Tyler Rocchio. Rocchio, a senior. He's been an all-star in the Hockomock League at least 1 year, possibly 2 years in a row for Tyler Rocchio. In front, the pressure there, and it's hauled in by Paxton Rosen. A good look for Big Blue, as I like to call them. Attleboro boys soccer. Coach Pereira, he's a graduate of Attleboro. Taught there for 44 years. He did retire last semester. Also played his college soccer at Boston College, class of 1979. This is Beeland. He loses it. Franklin takes it back to Hansi Jakes. Hansi drops it on the left wing. Give and go. And right there is Jakes. He blasts one too high. A beautiful give and go from Kane to Jakes. And he just got too much leg underneath it, and it lifted. It hit, I believe, the crossbar of the football post. A beautiful give and go set up by the play by Jakes, the pass to Kane, and then the shot by Jakes too high. The best look of the night, and goes to the Panthers. Settled down by Hagopian, and he's going to send it back all the way to Rocchio, who must kick it. 33:03 left in the first period. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV, and we're streaming worldwide on YouTube. Blocked, kept in by Coven Jimmy Thomas. This is Thomas with it, with some space. Thomas sends it up on the left wing. It's going to go out of bounds. And Franklin will have it on the near side. So a good look there for Thomas, but he couldn't find a teammate. Jakes uses his big 6'4" frame to box out, wins the ball. And they're going to call it. A little confusion who's got the ball. Jakes has it, and he's going to throw it in deep. Jakes launches one. Settled down by O'Neill. Back to Hansi Jakes. Jakes from the corner, centering ball right through, and the shot there is too high. Too high there. The shot taken by Wyatt Herndon. Jakes has been involved. That was a beautiful centering ball. Goal kick coming for Rockio. I'd say Franklin has owned the territorial advantage. Ball out of bounds. For the most part, the ball played on the Attleboro side of midfield, except on this rare occasion where the Big Blue takes it forward. Out deep, Franklin right on it, in front of the Franklin bench. Panthers trying to get something going here from Piscini Stadium on the beautiful Franklin High campus. Ball kicked out. Franklin and old rival Attleboro. Two teams locked near the top of the Hockomock. Ball is kicked back by Attleboro but out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in. Jakes blocked, settled down by the Panthers. On the far side there, Panthers control, and they'll drop it back to Rex Sinelli. And this is Bradley Herndon. For Kane, chips it forward. This is Wyatt Herndon. He's got great speed. The centering ball to Jakes. He settles it down. The header is blocked in front. Ball is blocked and kicked out of harm's way. And Bradley Herndon from Honekamp. Panthers lose it momentarily, and Sinelli punches it through, and that's going to go out of bounds, and Attleboro will have it on the touchline on the near side. 30 minutes to go here in the first half. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV. Big soccer match of the season. Bradley Herndon from Matt Honekamp on the left wing now. Comes back to Sean O'Leary. Left-footed boot over to Rex Sinelli. Attleboro with some token pressure. Holding is O'Leary. He sends one, but it's blocked. It still comes forward with the power behind that. And Jakes comes through with it. Jakes sends the ball on the left wing. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Take the pressure with Zachary Diffendorfer. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Here it is. In front, header, out deep. Bradley Herndon gets it. He's going to drop one in on goal. And the save by Tyler Rockio. Easy save for Rockio, who will have a goal kick coming. The left leg boot. Deep, deep, deep. Tremendous kick. That is the strongest kick we've seen all season. It goes goal to goal. And picked up in there by Paxton Rosen, the senior keeper, for Coach Fran Bositis. Talking to Coach before the game, making sure his team doesn't focus beyond this game, or he said if they do, they'd be in trouble tonight. Headed there by Andrew O'Neill, one of the captains. It comes back on the left side. Forward for Jakes, can't get to it. And Big Blue takes it back across midfield. Franklin certainly with more pressure in the offensive zone so far here tonight. No subs yet. Throw in by Attleboro. Franklin. Whistle stops play. We're going to call a foul against the Panthers, and the throw in coming far side for Attleboro. With the throw in is going to be Luke Hagopian. This is pretty much like a corner. It's a free kick. It's a positional free kick. This is pretty much like a corner kick. Hagopian has it for Big Blue. The foul was called on Franklin. Here's Hagopian driving it towards the goal, and it's headed out by the Panthers. Still kept in, still in. It goes off of Sinelli. Now taken by Andrew O'Neill for Wyatt Herndon. Back to his brother Bradley Herndon. Sent away, blocked there by Beeland to midfield. Tell you, a big player on that play for Attleboro is Kyle Neuendorf. He's a big player out there, number 17. There he is with the kick. And it's going to be chased back down by Sinelli. He gets it over to Rosen using his head. What a play by Rex Sinelli to Paxton Rosen. And because he used his head, Rosen can use his arms. Herndon, midfield. This is O'Neill. Andrew working it up nicely. Over to Honekamp. Back on the right wing for Bradley Herndon. Franklin with a good possession here, and Herndon strived for it, but could not get to it. It's kicked out, and the official coming in on the play is Michael Gula. He's talking to Hagopian kind of in an animated fashion there a bit, and let's see what they're going to call here. They're going to bring a sub in. That's part of the delay. Clock is stopped with 25:46 to go. Gula, the official, hasn't indicated who's got the ball. There is an injured player for Attleboro. Going out, I believe, is William Badger, being helped off on the far sideline. Yes, it is Badger. The throw-in for Bradley Herndon. Sinelli checks the defense, sends one in deep for Honekamp. In the corner, centering ball right through. Jakes could not get to it. Kept in beautifully by Wyatt Herndon. And now taken out. Taken out there. And it's going to be controlled by Attleboro. A long ball in. They have a player on the left wing. This is Hagopian. Hagopian gets to it. Looking for someone to pass to. Goes in front. Franklin boxes out and is going to be taken there by Garrett Scagliarini. Scagliarini out deep with it. Franklin settles it back. Out in front, back to Panthers. This is Noah Kane, tips it on the right wing for Wyatt Herndon, who comes through, and he blasts one. A curling ball. It's caught in dead air. A nice look by Wyatt Herndon. Good passing by the Panthers. 24-19 to go. Goal kick for Rocchio. It is fun to watch his kicks. High and deep. Battle for it there. 2-on-1 for Attleboro. With it is Thomas. Thomas drops it back out in front. This is Tikas. Tikas double teamed, and Franklin steals it back. Over to the Panthers. Michael Fernandez Martin with it. And it's stolen back. Taken back again by Scagliarini. Garrett drops it back. Under 24 to go. Scoreless first half. And it's going to roll all the way in to goalkeeper Tyler Rocchio. And he booms one out. Franklin tries to get to it. Scagliarini off a back of a player. A lot of spin on the ball. Garrett controls it nicely. Honekamp for Wyatt Herndon. Herndon chips it forward. Kane can't get to it, though. That's that big player, Neuendorf. Out to another big player, Corvin Jimmy Thomas. Thomas, a sophomore. That's he with it. He sends it out, and it's going to be kept. No, they say in bounds by Hagopian. And he'll drop one back to Mason Privy. Mason Prevey. Long ball in the corner, racing for it, and Franklin's going to kick it out to relieve the pressure. And that ball is going to make the woods. Throw in coming for Big Blue. Still scoreless. Franklin perhaps with more of the offensive opportunities. Here's the throw in coming from Luke Hagopian. He's going to get it right in on goal. A header there. It's blocked by Sinelli, who kicks one towards midfield. Jake's over there to cover it. Kane off his head. Kane boxing. Nice play by Kane. Neuendorf kicks it back, and Attleboro settles the ball down. This is Tikas. Back for Hagopian. Luke Hagopian near sideline for Jaden Beelan, the freshman. Jakes try to make the steal. He does. What a play by Hansi Jakes. Garrett Scagliarini tried to send Jakes away, but it was blocked by Mason Prevey. Header up. Sinelli with a header the other way. Franklin tries to get to it, cannot. Kept in there by Drew Ribeiro. Luke Hagopian. So now the Blue Bombardiers with a little more control in the offensive end. Now they send it back defensively to Zachary Diffenderfer. Ball is kicked back. Franklin controls. This is Bradley Herndon in the middle for Kane. Nice stoppage by Kane. He's going to send Wyatt Herndon with the speed. Herndon gets to it. He wins the ball. Herndon holding in. He goes through. It's blocked and kicked out of there. Wyatt Herndon with a good skill set. When the Panthers showcase their skills, they are a beautiful team to watch. They have plenty of skills. Far corner. Franklin drives it in. It's blocked. Kicked out of bounds by Attleboro to relieve the pressure. 20:36 to go. We're scoreless. 3 subs coming in for Franklin. We'll identify them as we can. One of the players is in for Franklin is Brad Morin. Also in the game is Gianni Pazva Kamvanwa. Some space here for Attleboro's. Chased back by O'Leary. He's going to go back to Rosen, who must kick it. Rosen does so to midfield. Looking for Franklin on a break. They can't get it. Kane steals it back. Noah Kane drops it on the far side. Under 20 to go in the half. Throw in coming on the far side for the Panthers. In we go, upfield. Franklin hustling for it, some contact. The ball is going to be kept in and still settled now by Attleboro, and they send it out towards midfield, but blocked there by a Panther. This is Thomas controlling. Gets some help from a teammate. Chip forward, Kane defending. Thomas cannot get through the line. And comes out to midfield and is taken there by Gianni. This is Gianni Pazva Vambamwa. Over to Honekamp. Back for Bradley Herndon. Chip forward. Franklin sets it up on the right side. You got a player coming down, offside called on Franklin as charging in on the right wing, but offside for Franklin was Michael Fernandez Martin. Spirited crowd on hand, a good crowd on hand here for this evening game in Franklin. Pete Royce with you, Chris Leverone alongside. Goal kick coming up. It's actually way out beyond the 10 for Tyler Rocchio, and he goes short, and he's going to kick it out of bounds. Sean O'Leary let it go out, and he'll leave it back for Michael Fernandez Martin. No, I'm sorry, Bradley Herndon. This is back to O'Leary. Sean O'Leary, the basketball star. Back playing soccer after a year absence for Garrett Scagliarini. Brad Herndon in front. Gianni, good work. Comes through with it in the middle of the field, Gianni, and now he loses control and is kicked out by Attleboro, but O'Leary makes a nice header play. Ball on the far sideline, kept in, kicked straight up in the air by Attleboro. Off the back of a Panther, now kicked to midfield, and O'Leary is back to cover for Franklin. He keeps it in. Kane tips it. Back out it comes to Bradley Herndon. Over to Noah Kane. Franklin with some breakers on the wing. Kane, hesitation move. Controlled by Kane. Still controlling his centering ball in front, and unable to get to it was Michael Fernandez Martin. A good look, but Michael seemed to be falling a little bit out of control in terms of getting access to the ball, and Michael Fernandez Martin couldn't get a leg on that pass. But another good pressure advance by the Panthers. Here's Rocchio. Ball is kicked out by Franklin, Matt Honekamp, and will be inbound by Luke Hagopian. Hagopian, a senior. Attleboro subs in a player. And this is the sub going for it, Corey Souther. Corey, Franklin steals it to midfield. And here comes Brad Morin. Morin, nice hesitation move, upfield it comes. Franklin on the fly, they win the ball. Still coming through, now is kicked out by a defender and taken back by Hagopian. Luke, good footwork. Still controlling, long control by Luke Hagopian. Beautiful work, give and go back to Hagopian, and he's going to be fouled. It's going to be a free hit coming up for Big Blue Attleboro inside midfield. 15-16 to go here in the first half. Luke Hagopian showcasing some great skills. This is Hagopian, is going to let one fly. He gets through, and Rosen is there to haul it in. Luke Hagopian, stellar player for Attleboro. Rosen hasn't had too many goal kicks, and here's one of them. He kicks it high and deep. Kane tries to settle it down, gets to a Panther. Honekamp for Bradley Herndon. Honekamp and Noah Kane, ball spins out, and it's going to be out of bounds off the newly inserted Corey Souther, a senior. Franklin quickly with the inbounder. This is Bradley Herndon. He's going to unload deep in the far side. It's headed back by Codella. Franklin keeps it in, however. And now a foul called. It looked like a foul called for Franklin. And the ball will be a free kick out at the 20 for Attleboro with 14 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the half. This game taking shape just like the last one, 0-0 final. Here's Rocchio. Booms it. It's going to come way in front, racing for it and cutting it off. The Panthers. Nice play, but the pressure is on. Sinelli, he's battled for by Corey Souther. And let's see if they're going to give it to the Panthers. No. It's going to go to Attleboro, and it's going to be a throw-in from Luke Hagopian. And they're setting up just like a corner kick. Hagopian, he runs up, and he launches right in front. Right there, it's blocked. Ball is kept alive, and Franklin gets some distance away, and this is Kane. Panthers quickly trying to flip the field. Noah Kane holding back to O'Leary. Garrett Scagliarini to Gianni Pasva Kavamwa. This is Gianni. He's taken back. And now the ball rolls through to Nicholas Tikas. And he's going to go from midfield back to Rockio, who must kick it. The left footer. Beeland knocked out by Gianni. Throw in coming for Attleboro. Coming around with Sinelli, and he forces the turnover to Noah Kane. I was talking to Coach Basitis before the game. I said, you have a tremendous back line in Sinelli. There's the rush by Gianni, and the goalkeeper was right there. He picked up the loose ball. I think he said, look what I found, right in his belly. But I was talking to Coach Basitis, said, you have a tremendous back line of Sinelli and O'Leary and Bradley Herndon. He says, I really do. I'm really blessed with those big guys in the back line. And that's part of the reason why Franklin has had 4 straight shutouts. 5 straight. No, let me check that. Get that right. It's 4 straight shutouts. Here's a goal, corner, not a corner, but a nice throw in front. The ball is through, and it's going to be going to the end line, and Franklin will have a goal kick. Those throw-ins are virtual corner kicks. And the way that Attleboro can fire it in there, they can get it right in the heavy traffic in the crease. And Rosen will have a goal kick for Franklin with 11:11 left first half. So glad you're with us, fans. What a game this shapes up to be. This has been so far for Bradley Herndon. Kicks it low, blocked, taken back by Tikas. Nicholas. Good footwork. We've seen some dazzling footwork by both teams. Newmendorf out there, and Franklin races for it. Sean O'Leary's going to kick it inbounds. Hansi Jakes. He had some good looks earlier on. Blast through. The defense is there. Jakes tries to get to it, cannot. It's going to be to midfield. The big player there is Coven Jimmy Thomas. He's huge on the right wing. A breakaway here for Attleboro. They're coming in. Another return. The shot and the save. A beautiful save by Paxton Rosen on the blast by Luke Hagopian. And the game stays scoreless. The best save of the game there by Paxton Rosen. A good look, though, by Attleboro. You can see the talent on these two teams. Very evenly matched. O'Leary. Honekamp goes behind the back with it. Thomas just hanging out in the offensive zone for Attleboro. This is Scagliarini. A lot of pressure in the midfield by Attleboro. Garrett Scagliarini, the junior, leaves it back to Sinelli. Brad Herndon. Under 9:30 to go, first half. Long blast in, looking for Jakes, can't get to it. And kicked forward. Wyatt Herndon tries to get to it. He does get a foot on it. Nice control by Scagliarini. Garrett on the left wing. Out in front, the lead pass back, the give and go. Nice stoppage. The centering ball comes too far and it's controlled by Hagopian. His left leg boots it out, and it's going to go out of bounds, and a throw in coming for Rex Sinelli with 8:41 left, first half. O'Leary. Sinelli. Looming there is big Covingini Thomas, the sophomore. He is a big player, number 23. Big player with a long first name. With it there was Wyatt Herndon, sent in. Jakes with those long strides, put some pressure on it. Did he win the ball? Let's see if he won it or not. No, it's going to be a throw-in on the far side for Attleboro. 8 minutes straight up left in the half. Here's the throw-in for Blue. Header there, back to Jakes. Hagopian kicks it back. And Attleboro tries to get it going, but it misfires off the foot of a big blue player in a throw-in for Bradley Herndon. Bradley walks up a bit, now launches for Kane. Noah, triple teamed, and is taken back by Hagopian. Kane gets back in there and he steals it back. Noah Kane with a nice reversal. Heavy traffic, player goes down to push, is going to be called here on a Panther, on Matt Honekamp. Free start for Attleboro. Good speed here by Franklin. Trying to win the ball was Michael Fernandez-Martin. Through ball comes, but Franklin there in the back line to stop it. Nice play by the Panthers. This is Jakes on the left wing. Hansi coming through, holding, he shoots, it's blocked. Back to Jakes and out of bounds. That was a nice pass by Honekamp to Jakes. Jakes let off a shot, but it was blocked by a defender. Under 6:30 to go in the scoreless first half. Here's a partial break here for Attleboro. The ball is out of bounds, and it's going to go to O'Leary. He wins it. Good defense by the big defender, Sean O'Leary, the senior. Out on the right side for Kane, Noah. So strong with the foot control. This is Matt Honekamp for O'Leary. Battle for it there, the double team. O'Leary pointing upfield, and he wins it. O'Leary wins the ball over to Rex Sinelli. 5:32 to go, first half. 0-0. Ball is blocked. Attleboro in the right position a lot of times. Taken back on the long blast by Honekamp. Headed there, just too strong for Wyatt Herndon. And Franklin tries to keep it in, they do. Michael Fernandez-Martin. Owen Municello with it. Owen, the far side for Scagliarini. He comes through with it, centering ball. Too strong, and is kicked back and settled down by Bradley Herndon. For Kane, Noah spins a route. The round ball comes through. Jakes the header, and it's just wide. Hansi Jakes with 4:49 to go. Rocchio is going to lead a fast break. Look upfield for Clayton Tyler. And Franklin comes back to stop the ball on a nice play there by O'Leary. He's really hustling. Ball out of bounds. It's going to go to Attleboro. Pace picking up here at Piscini Stadium. Ball in front. Franklin comes back to block it, but it's not kept in. It is kept in, rather. Hagopian wins the ball. And he's going to throw one right in front. And heavy body pressure there put on by Ben Sullivan, a big senior defender from Attleboro. This is Honekamp for Kane. Kane's shot pass is blocked. The battle for it here. Hagopian, a great player. Look at the footwork by Hagopian. Luke Hagopian, tremendous. Over to big Kyle Neuendorf. Hagopian back to Neuendorf. He is strong. Sinelli, though, boxes him out and wins the ball back. Sinelli. That back line for Franklin so strong. It's off Hagopian. Throw-in coming for the Panthers. Going upfield for Wyatt Herndon. Rather coming through, and it was intended there for Andrew O'Neill, and Rocchio changes the pattern of it, and a whistle stops play. It's going to be a foul and a free kick for Franklin. Just inside midfield with 3:12 to go in the scoreless first half. Pete Royce with you from Piscini Stadium, the second to the last home game of the season, the penultimate home game of the regular season. O'Leary fakes the long blast, rather Sinelli fakes the long pass, gets it to O'Leary. Now on the left side. Ball comes back to Sinelli, to O'Leary. Now Bradley Herndon. He'll go deep. Got a player out there, tracking it, and it's loose. Jakes gets to it. The goalkeeper goes down with the ball as Jakes was bearing in on him with 2:27 to go in the half. What an exciting game. Scoreless, but exciting here from Bassini Stadium. Here is Rocchio for Attleboro. That strong left leg, high and deep. Long blast through, and it's kept in by Franklin. Nice play by O'Leary. Franklin hustling upfield. Herndon. Little touch by Andrew O'Neill. Players go down. What's the call? It's just going to be out of bounds and a throw-in coming for Bradley Herndon with under 2 minutes to go. Clock stopped on the big clock. The centering ball is blocked. Ball comes out. Franklin steals it. Keeps the pressure in the offensive zone. Now it comes out to Big Ben Sullivan. Sinelli. He's going to drop it for O'Leary. Nice move by Sean O'Leary. Blasted by Sinelli to Wyatt Herndon in the midfield area. Herndon battling for it. Wins the ball. Tries to get it to Scagliarini. Cannot do it. And Attleboro comes back with some space. This is Hagopian, the talented player. Luke controlling it beautifully. Luke, now it's stolen. A little bit too much footwork. The Panthers can flip the field. This is Kane. Jake's on the right wing. Kane, effortless on the glide for O'Neill. Andrew gets it over to Kane. Time winding down in the first half. Hagopian back for Attleboro. About a minute to go in the half. Stolen by Scagliarini. Ball sent in, kept out. Michael Fernandez Martin, and the double whistle ends the first half. Wow. What an exciting 40 minutes. No goals, but it was great. Some strong play, good goalkeeping, good midfield play. Franklin's line of defense by O'Leary and Sinelli and Bradley Herndon also doing the job. Franklin had some opportunities with some good breaks, but it was defense down deep for Attleboro in their back third that helped stem the tide for the Franklin advances. We're going to pause here and take a break for about 9 minutes and come back for the exciting second half. Franklin on the season, 12-0-4. Attleboro, 12-1-3. How close can you get? The second half is coming up next. Stay tuned for more exciting Franklin High soccer on Franklin TV. Welcome back to Piscini Stadium on the campus of Franklin High School. Halftime about to be wrapped up as Franklin and Attleboro have played to a 0-0 tie. Nothing unusual about that. Earlier in October, these two teams met at Attleboro. The final score 0-0. Franklin 12-1-12. Check it. 12-0-4 on the season. Attleboro 12-1-3. Pete Royce with you. Chris Leverone alongside. Halftime about to get done, and Franklin will be going from right to left across your screen, and the Big Blue of Attleboro trying to spring, I would say, a mild upset, because Franklin has a much stronger power ranking than Attleboro, but the records are just one game apart in the Hockomock League. Franklin on top. Franklin from right to left. This is Owen Municello for Honekamp. Give and go with Kane to Honekamp. He sends one in. Can't get by that defense. It's been well positioned for Coach Peter Pereira and the Attleboro Big Blue all evening long. 58 degrees at game time. Might have dropped a degree or so. Still very pleasant. Good fall classic here. Franklin blocked by Attleboro. Kicked out of bounds. Franklin will have the throw in. In goal for the Panthers, senior goalkeeper Paxton Rosen. Franklin had some real good looks early in the game. Now Attleboro comes back with it. Stopped by Sean O'Leary. Honekamp will leave it on the right wing for Municello. Back to Hansi Jakes. Jakes coming through. Those long strides, gets to the ball. It's going to be a goal kick coming for Tyler Rocchio. He's looked good in goal. Coach Besitis told me before the game, he's a very talented goalkeeper, and he showed it in the first half. Rocchio, a little shorter this time. Municello punches it forward with his head. It's going to be picked up by Rocchio. He'll do it again. 45 seconds into the second half. Rocchio sends one on two hops to the front part of the field in a block here. And the foul called on Coven Jimmy Thomas, the big sophomore forward for Attleboro. The Panthers have it. Herndon for Scagliarini. Back to Herndon. On the right side, Herndon's going to chase for it. Can he get to it? He can. The centering ball is blocked. Franklin tries to get to it, cannot, kicked out of harm's way by Attleboro, and Franklin will have the throw-in on the far side. Here they come quickly. Right in front. Jakes tries to get to it, cannot, and is kicked away. Will do it again. So just like the start of the game, the second half has featured good offensive pressure. Here's the kick in, and Rocchio is going to catch it on the fly. It was away from the goal. No official save on that. 3 minutes into the second half. Still scoreless. Rocchio lines up the T-ball. Shy of midfield. He's boomed some great kicks in the first half. Sinelli to Kane. Give and go. Honekamp. Defense right there again. The defense has been so well positioned by Attleboro all game long. On the drive. Picked off in there by Herndon. Bradley to Scagliarini. Double teamed. Drop it back for O'Leary to Municello. Owen Municello. Kane, triple teamed, loses the ball. They say off Kane. Throw in coming for Attleboro. They whip one up for Thomas, blocked by O'Leary. Now controlled by another big player, Kyle Neuendorf. Hagopian, those great moves. Two very even teams. It's been a marvelous Hockomock League matchup. Thomas is going to blast one and he scores. Thomas goes high side. The ball was just loose. And Coven Jimmy Thomas scores at 35-35. Coven Jimmy Thomas at 35-35 makes it 1-0 Attleboro. The first time a player has scored in over a game and a half, and it belongs to Thomas of Big Blue. Franklin will have to play from behind to stay atop the Hockomock League standings. Just a blast that kept sailing in. Municello kicked out by Attleboro. I believe that was unassisted by Coven Jimmy Thomas, the sophomore forward. Jake's battling for it in the corner, kicked out. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Played 5 minutes here in the second half. Jakes will line it up. He's going to throw right in target. Ball is loose, kicked out. And is this going to be a corner kick? It may be. It may be a corner kick. No, it's a throw in. From the same spot, though. Jakes launches. Right in front. Ball is loose. Kicked out by Coven Jimmy Thomas, who had the goal. To Sinelli. Franklin trying to keep the pressure on. Owen Municello. Owen, hesitation move, gets it through. Sidelines kick is off target. Now kicked off of Municello. Municello, a senior. Throw in coming for Attleboro with 34 minutes to go in the game. Long throw in for Thomas. O'Leary wins it. Honekamp can't get to it. The quick charge here by William Badger. Badger leaves it for Hagopian, sent out by Franklin, kept in by the Panthers. Now they're going to go back. O'Leary for Sinelli. For Bradley Herndon. Back to Sinelli. Little backward tap. Ball is loose, controlled by Badger. Hagopian, and there's a foul called. Offside, I believe. Franklin will have the throw in. Trailing it 1-0. Municello. Little side kick by Wyatt Herndon to Jakes, and it's rolled out of bounds. Just a little bit too strong. It would have sent Jakes flying. He was flying, but he would have been right on a beeline for the net. Kane boxes out a bigger player beautifully, Noah Kane. Hagopian, though, gets it on the transition. Franklin steals it. On the left side for Wyatt Herndon with the speed. Hesitation move. Herndon can't get a shot off. And what's the call? There's no foul called, according to the referee there, Michael Gula. It's going to be a corner. He called a corner, so it's off of Attleboro. This is the first corner I think we've had right in front. The header there is too strong and out of play on the far near side. The header taken there by Sinelli, and a goal kick coming. Wyatt Herndon with that blazing speed couldn't quite get it. He was taken down, and the ball went off of Attleboro for the corner, but Franklin couldn't get it home. Now comes to midfield. Scagliarini stops it for Honekamp, and he's knocked over, and a foul called on big Corvin Jimmy Thomas. He's got the lone goal. Here's Sinelli quickly. It's a strong defense by Attleboro. This is O'Leary. Sean for Owen Municello. for Wyatt Herndon. Wyatt with good leg control. Now the ball is to Thomas. No, he can't get to it, but it's to an Attleboro player controlled by Badger. Back over to Wyatt Herndon. He sends one in deep on the left wing. It's going to be picked up by goalkeeper, who was protected by his forward. Under 31 minutes to go here in the game. It's 1-0 Attleboro. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming worldwide on YouTube. This is Tyler Rocchio, the senior, with the left leg. Strong, strong kick. Thomas tries to get to it. He is a big player. Those are two big players battling for it, and Thomas gets it for Attleboro. Give and go. Back to Thomas. He can't control. Franklin has it. O'Neill for Noah Kane. Nice little quick move on the right side is too strong. Intended for Wyatt Herndon. It's going to roll across the end line, and it'll be a goal kick coming for Attleboro and Tyler Rocchio. Attleboro coached by Peter Pereira in his 45th year. The Panthers coached by Fran Bositis in year number 53. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. 1-0. Attleboro with the lead. Controlled by Attleboro on the fly. Franklin steals it back. And a nice play by Sinelli, and an offside called here against Franklin. So Attleboro will have it. And this will be a free positional kick. A good look for Attleboro. They're setting up a wall on the right side. It's much like a corner kick, but it's Luke Hagopian with the control. This is he with it, Hagopian, waiting for the signal. And he's going to move the ball up a foot. And he's going to tee it up. And it looks like he wants to send one towards the goal. Both arms up. Here comes Hagopian right in front. Long through ball, headed up in the air. Controlled by the Panthers on a good header there by the Panthers, Municello. No, it was Scagliarini, rather. Garrett Scagliarini with a nice play. This is Garrett again with another header. Back the other way by Tikas. And Rex Sinelli will go back with it to his goalkeeper, Paxton Rosen. He's got to kick it. He does to Sinelli. Rex starting up. Left side for Owen Municello. Kicks it to himself, kicked out of bounds. Franklin will have it at midfield. Municello headed by Attleboro. Big hop here. Controlled by Jakes. He heads it, but it's going to be Rocchio the first to it, as bearing down on him was Noah Kane. 28 minutes left. 1-0. The Bombardiers of Attleboro with the lead. Big, big matchup here today. Second to the last regular season game of 2023. Wyatt Herndon boxes out and wins the ball. Herndon knocked out. And it looks like a card. No, I guess not. No, I might have misread that. The official raised something in his hand, but I don't see a card. So we play on. In front, it's rolled up on one hop to Tyler Rocchio. Rocchio with that strong left leg. Here he comes. Not too deep. Kick gets a good roll, however. Thomas locked up with Municello, who takes the ball off his back. Attleboro looking for Thomas. It's headed back by O'Leary. Scagliarini can't get to it. It's all the way in, and it's going to be picked up by Paxton Rosen. He'll roll one out quickly to Bradley Herndon. Herndon, deep ball, can't get by that defense. It's been right in the right positions more times than not. This is Gianni Pazva Kavamwa. Franklin on the right wing, carrying it forward, still charging in, coming through with it. a little push there. The ball is going to be, this could be a corner. I think this might be a corner. Let's wait and see. I think it's going to be another corner kick for the Panthers. And here it is, the corner. It's hit wide in front. The shot, the rebound in front. Kane blasts, rather Gianni. Pasva Kamvamwa blasts one. Too strong off the left leg and out of bounds past the end line. A goal kick coming for Tyler Rocchio. So the corner kick put nicely. Franklin with a couple of players who had a chance to do something with it. Here's Rocchio to midfield, headed back by Municello. Gianni hustling for it. This is big Covingini. Thomas, wow, he's huge. Over on the left wing, it's going to go for Hagopian. Luke with those long strides, the stutter step move. Hagopian, the control of the shot on goal is wide, and it's going to be kept in by Attleboro, and now Paxton Rosen will get the rolling ball with 25 minutes straight up remaining in the game. Paxton Rosen on the right for Bradley Herndon. Panthers down a goal. So this goal by Attleboro breaks a string of Panthers shutouts of 4 in a row. In front, players go down. Player goes down hard. What's the call here? Player is on the field. And that is Wyatt Herndon, helped up by Andrew O'Neill. It's going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Herndon is okay, apparently. Here's the throw-in. One hop in the corner. Coming around, the shot rolls in. The save kicked out by a defender. Franklin gets it back. Another blast blocked by a defender. Another blast, just too high. Too high there. Too high was the blast there. I believe it was taken by Scagliarini. Garrett off the left leg, couldn't control it right where he wanted it to go. And it's a goal kick coming for Rocchio of Attleboro. Thomas wins the ball there. Give and go. Blocked. Badger. Scagliarini dives for it, can't get it. Badger back. Thomas stolen by Michael Fernandez, Owen Municello. Gianni. Kane is knocked out by Joshua Codella. And the throw-in coming from Owen Municello. Again, the officials for today's game, Fred Echeverry and Michael Gula. Throw-in coming on the near side by Owen Municello, the senior. Here he goes. One hopper to Herndon. Wyatt, Andrew O'Neill, his shot right in on the fly and saved by Tyler Rocchio on the blast by Andrew O'Neill, the senior captain. Rocchio runs up and punts it. Deep punt this time. Wow, what a kick. Tremendous. O'Leary sends it back. Hansi Jakes tries to get to it, cannot. Saved there by Jaden Beeland. In the game now is Gustavo Martinez. This is his first game back after an injury. Gustavo Martinez, Coach Basitis told me he'd play probably today, and he's in there, but limited minutes for Gustavo Martinez. He's in there now, very talented player for Franklin. Coming up on 22 minutes to go in the game. Bradley Herndon with a free positional from the 40. He's going to send it deep right in on goal. It comes through, blocked by a player. Franklin heads it back. The rebound, the shot, the goal. Franklin ties the goal, ties the game. I believe it was the player just mentioned, Gustavo Martinez. I believe it was Martinez. I'm not absolutely sure. Franklin worked it beautifully. Unofficially, Gustavo Martinez at 21:48 We're tied at 1. Great play by the Panthers. So they tie it up with 21:48 left. 1-1 and a whistle here and a timeout called. A timeout called, I believe, by Attleboro. I'm not positive of that. Wow, what furious action. We just talked about Gustavo Martinez being injured and makes his re-entry onto the field after an absence. And here, I believe he gets the tying goal. The first goal came with 35 left, and this is some 13 minutes later, 14 minutes later. Gustavo Martinez, the first goal by Corvin Jimmy Thomas. Big Husky player for Attleboro. Looking at the standings, Attleboro in the Hawk 10-1-3, Franklin in the Hawk 10-0-4. So a win by the Panthers would put them 11-0-4 and would knock Attleboro to 10-2-3. Gives a little bit of space for the Panthers with one game remaining in the regular season after today. A little later on, I will give you all the latest MIAA state power rankings across the 5 major sports here in Franklin. That'll be coming up the next opportunity I can to work it in. But play is about to resume. We're in a 1-1 tie. 21 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the game. These two teams met before 3 weeks ago at Attleboro. The score 0-0 final. Kick coming for Attleboro. Hagopian has the honors. And here comes Attleboro into the front line. Jakes heads it. This is Thomas. He booms one. Going back for it is Municello. He wins the ball. No, they're going to say a foul on Municello. They're going to give it to Attleboro. Big break for Big Blue. And a nice angle here on the throw-in by Hagopian. He's going to wind up and air one out. He's going to run way up. 8 steps in the long throw right in on goal. It comes through and is saved by Rosen, who had a leap and kick it out. What a throw by Hagopian. Goal kick coming for the Panthers. 21 minutes left. We're tied at 21. This is O'Leary for Owen Municello. Out in front. Kicked high in the air, but headed by the Panthers. Gianni with a side kick, intended but offside called against the Panthers. Offside. Attleboro will have it. So they do give Gustavo the goal. We had it right. Gustavo Martinez with the goal for Franklin. We tied the long ball in, kept out by Sinelli. Got the official word from the bench. It was Gustavo Martinez. Here is Andrew O'Neill trying to get the Panthers on top. They've never led here tonight. Honekamp chips one in front. Ball is blocked, controlled. Franklin still comes through with it. In front, the roll up and save by Rocchio. Rocchio with the save. Back for the Franklin back line. They send one all the way up on the right wing. It's going to stay in bounds, and the Panthers are going to chase it, and they dive for the ball. What a hustle play there by Franklin. Gianni Pazva Kavamwa. He does not win the ball, but he gave Attleboro a lot to think about there. Great hustle by Gianni. Now Franklin chips it in. Jakes hustling for it. He gets to it. The goalkeeper's out of position. Now he comes back to make the save. He vacated the crease, came off his line, and Franklin could not get to it in time, and Rocchio did get to it. His ball is through to midfield. This is Scagliarini. Garrett. Seen so much good footwork out here tonight on both sides. Gustavo Martinez is blocked, taken back. Attleboro coming up. Sinelli, left boot. Back to Attleboro near midfield. Under 19 to go in the game. We're tied at 1. A tie wouldn't hurt the Panthers that much, as they have they're one up in the loss column against Attleboro. The header by Sinelli as Thomas was bearing in on him. Player goes down is Luke Hagopian. Ball in front. It's going to be picked up in there. It's loose rather. Controlled by Attleboro. Good work here by Big Blue. They get through the defense. Gets through again. Now a play there made by Franklin. Good play by the Panthers. And that play was turned in by Michael Fernandez Martin, I do believe. Franklin on the far side. No, it was Owen Municello who made that play for the Panthers. Bradley Herndon on the wide shot. This is Hansi Jakes. He gets to it. Jakes stops in midstream. He tries to unload, and the ball just squirted loose and was picked up by Rocchio. Jakes, tremendous ability to have on the dead fly to stop in his tracks and get off a shot, but it just went in softly, and Rocchio with the save. Furious action here. Clock stopped. Franklin will send in a sub. Coming in is Noah Kane. He had a long breather. So Kane is back for the final 16:58. Throw in coming from Municello. He finds O'Neill. He can't control it, though, off of him. And the ball will go back to Attleboro inside midfield. This is Mason Privé. Thomas kicks it forward, blocked by Sinelli, got his head in there beautifully. Kane unloads. It's going to go all the way down the length of the field, right on goal to Tyler Rocchio. Rocchio will punt it back to the Franklin end. It's going to go inbounds over to Kane's head. Franklin, Kane, give and go there in the far side. A lot of spin on it. Side kick. A little backward side kick by the Panthers. It's out of bounds. Throw in coming for Franklin. Jakes off his head into the right corner. The centering pass. Jakes goes back for it. He gets to it. Jakes holding, spinning. He shoots. The rebound in front, and the blast is just wide. A great pass in front for Gustavo Martinez. Michael Fernandez Martin, and he had a good look. He couldn't get good leg on it. No, let's check it. That was Andrew O'Neill, 10, not 18. Andrew O'Neill, I believe. But a great look by the Panthers. Good pressure by Franklin. Headed back by O'Leary. Back to Municello. Jakes comes back to cover it. He cannot. Hustling upfield is Badger. Player goes down, and Franklin sends it to Gianni. Chipped away, out of bounds. It's going to be a roll-in for Attleboro with 15 minutes to go in the game, roughly. Headed by Sinelli. Now headed the other way by Clayton Tyler. Covering it is Nicholas Mason Privy. And Bradley Herndon will take it out of bounds. Franklin wins the ball on the far sideline. We're under 14, and now 14:30 to go in the game. We're tied at 1. This is Garrett Scagliarini. Hesitation move. Franklin charging. They're in front. Holding. Now it's centered out. Franklin still keeps it in the offensive zone. And now it's taken back. Municello stops the drive by Attleboro. Now Attleboro wins the ball and a whistle. And, it's for an injured player. It's an injured player on the field. It's, let's see, it's a Panther, I believe. Trainer Jen out attending to the injured player. We'll try to get a number for you and a name. Trainer Jen right there, stretching the player out. Assistant coach Lou Varaki comes out to check in on the injured player. Jen helps him up. And limping off is going to be Wyatt Herndon. Wyatt Herndon, now he trots off. 14 minutes, 1 second left. We're tied at 1. Pete Royce with you, alongside Chris Leverone. It's been exciting. 1 goal each in the second half, a scoreless first half. These two teams played to a 0-0 tie on October 2nd. 21 days later, 3 weeks to be exact. 1-1 in the second half. Long upfield boot by Attleboro, controlled by the Panthers. Andrew O'Neill. Nice pressure there by Gustavo Martinez. He sends away Jakes on the left side. Jakes coming through. He chips it in front right there, but falling down was a player for Franklin. Falling down was Noah Kane, or he would have had a chance. Sinelli tries to keep it in. Sent high upward. Chipped forward by Municello. Taken back and stolen by Garrett Scagliarini. For Hansi Jakes. Jakes. Municello blocked. Municello keeps it in. For Jakes off his leg, it's going to stay out of, no, it's going to go out of bounds. A throw in coming, under 13 to go in the game. Long throw in, Municello. And whistle stops play for an injured player. Getting up is Garrett Scagliarini, getting up slowly, being helped up by Sean O'Leary. He's okay. And it's going to be a free kick by Noah Kane. Noah Kane, the talented senior midfielder at midfield. Here he comes. Kane loops one to the right. It's blocked by Attleboro. Kicked high and kicked way out of bounds. Franklin with the throw in. 12 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game. 1-1. Franklin 12-0-4 in the season. Attleboro 12-1-3. That's how close these two Hockomock rivals stand. Franklin driving for it. Ball is blocked and out of bounds. Should be, let's see what they're going to call here. Are they going to call a corner? They are. Franklin will get the corner. Right after this corner, I'll give you all the power rankings in all of the sports as far as Franklin is concerned. Franklin with a good opportunity on the corner. Noah Kane in front. Ball is loose. Controlled there. Coming through. In front again. It's blocked. And now it's sent out. Franklin steals it. The long drive is going to be wide and a goal kick coming for Rocchio. And he sends one. Blocked by Scagliarini for Kane. Kane for Jakes. Back to Kane. Oh, another Panthers there. Now it's sent in on Rocchio. So in Franklin, in boys soccer, the Panthers are ranked number 8 in the state. In girls soccer, they're number 5. In field hockey, they're number 5. And a big blast there. Taking it on the head was, I believe, O'Leary. He is down. Let's check that player. I turned away for a moment. No, it's going to be Garrett Scagliarini who took that big blast. He's up. He gets a hand. Field hockey, number 5 in the state. Football, number 14. Volleyball, number 6. Franklin with 4 top 8 teams in the state, and the 5th team is number 14. Not bad for the Franklin High Panthers. Credit to them, their coaches, the athletic director, Kara Ellis, and the entire Panther organization for 4 teams in the top 8 in the state and 1 just over the top 10 at number 14 football. Play back in. The final 10:38. Jakes tries to get to it, cannot. Sent upfield, and O'Leary blocks it. Franklin on the left side. This is Michael Fernandez-Martin in the corner for Kane. The centering pass is blocked. Attleboro right there, but now the ball comes through, and Hansi Jakes comes through with it. Jakes on the left side for Kane. Kane in front, right in front. The shot there is just wide on the turnaround shot. Just wide by Michael Fernandez-Martin on the pass from Kane. What a good look for the Panthers. They couldn't cash it in. Here's Rocchio. Attleboro advancing it. Municello is there. And now Rex Sinelli sends one high to midfield. Headed there by Attleboro, out of bounds. Franklin will have it with 9:35 to go. That was a tremendous opportunity for the Panthers right there. Owen Municello with the throw in. 9:24, 9:23, 9:22 left in the game. Municello with the long pass in the corner. Andrew O'Neill loses it, blocked. It's off O'Neill. It's going to be, I believe, a goal kick for Attleboro. Attleboro will close out its season next on Thursday at home, on the road at North Attleboro, and Franklin will close out the regular season here at Piscini against Milford. The steal. This is James. He's got the goal for Thomas. He's got the goal for Attleboro in the first half, and then later in the second half, and Franklin steals it. No whistle. I don't think you could hear the whistle if there was blowing. This is Kane quickly for the Panthers in front, but too strong for Jakes, who had position, but the ball eluded and rolled in on Rocchio. Quickly to midfield and beyond. Sinelli goes back for it. Collision. Ball is kept in by Herndon. Bradley. And Bradley, a whistle stops play here with 8:12 to go. I'm not sure what the whistle is for. I don't see an injured player. I don't see a sub. But making the stoppage was Fred Echeverry. He's going to talk to a couple of players and drop it for Rosen. Rosen. 7:42 to go. Punts it. Oh, it didn't get off his leg right. And Sinelli couldn't get to it either. Kick out of bounds. No, it's kept in. Jakes covering it. Jakes, double team, tries to get through. Still with it. Jakes wins the ball. What a play by Jakes. Double teamed. Hansi Jakes. Back to Jakes. He chips it forward. Jakes tries to get to it. He does. Is kicked out, and Franklin will have the throw in that far corner. Hansi Jakes, marvelous footwork, double teamed, and just didn't give up on the ball. 7 minutes to go in the game. Here's the throw in. Right in front. The header. The rebound is kicked out. What a look for the Panthers. Attleboro kicks it out of there. Kane taps it forward. Hustling for it now. The header there in front in the game for the Panthers is Josh Rappa, the sophomore, and he got a head on it. Back out to midfield. Every possession so critical now. The final 6:21. Franklin goes for the ball, cannot win it. Player down, he gets up quickly. Bradley Herndon for Thomas, the big player for Attleboro. He's huge. Conjunjemi Thomas still holding it. And Rappa gets a foot on it. and a whistle and a foul called here against Rappa. And it's going to, I believe on Rappa, the ball's going to go back to Attleboro with 5:53 to go. So a free kick, it's going to be Rocky who's going to come way up to take it. He's got power. He's going to blast one all the way down, headed out by Sinelli. Kept in by Attleboro. And they're going to boom one right in front all alone, and the save by Rosen on the blast there. I believe the blast was by Drew Ribeiro, one-on-one to Rosen, who made the open field save. The save of the game for Rosen. O'Leary can't clear it. It's back, and right back again is Ribeiro. Ribeiro holding, backward, flip with it, still controlling, and he'll drop it back to the front middle line for Mason Preeve. He sends one in, a long fly ball, and Rosen makes the save with 5 minutes to go. The clock is stopped on the big Piscini Stadium scoreboard. The final 5, here we go. Rosen will punt it. High, towering punt. It's going to take a huge, towering bounce. Franklin keeps it in. Kane chips it forward. Jakes gets to it. Jakes the shot. It's going to be just wide. Just wide. I think Franklin might have a corner. The ball was deflected and kept rolling towards the goal, but Rocchio got enough on it to save it. What a play by Tyler Rocchio. What are they going to call here? They're going to call a timeout. That's what they're going to call. I believe this is for Fran Basitis. I think Franklin will have the corner kick when we come back from the timeout. Unofficially, 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the final 5 minutes. The scoreboard is off here. It's all controlled on the field. So Franklin, I believe, called the timeout. Pereira earlier called a timeout for his team. And it's going to be Franklin on the throw-in. Very exciting action here. Checking the schedule again for Franklin. They'll be back Thursday night, the final game of the season, hosting the Milford Scarlet Hawks. That's a 3:45 kickoff. And for Attleboro, they'll be on the road against their rivals, North Attleboro. It's 5:45 in North on Thursday night. So Franklin trying to keep this long winning streak going. 6 in a row, Attleboro 5 in a row, and on we go. That's what's at stake here today. Franklin with a slight edge in the Hockomock at 10-0-4, and Attleboro at 10-1-3. So that loss by Attleboro gives the Panthers a little head up in the standings, but 2 games remaining. Anything can happen. Each team can leapfrog the other. It's going to be a corner coming up for Franklin. A big corner here for Franklin. Who's going to have it? It's going to be Noah Kane. Kane will take it on the near side. In front will be Sinelli, Scagliarini, and O'Leary. Here we go. Noah Kane sends it in. A blast is kicked high by Attleboro. It's going to have a lot of height on this rebound. Kane tries to get to it. He cannot. Now it's kicked up and kicked out by Attleboro. Kicked out by Attleboro. And here we go. The final 4. Throw in coming. This is not a corner, but it's from the corner. In front, the rebound. Hustling forward is O'Leary, and he dives forward and keeps it in. Sean O'Leary centers it up. Too strong, but Kane goes back for it and gets to it. Kane boxes out, comes through. Kane in the baseline, his blast in front. The rebound, Jakes, the shot, the save on the leg kick by Rocchio. Another shot, saved by a defender. And out to Jimmy Thomas. Thomas, so big, so powerful, kicks it all the way down, and Rosen will have it for the Panthers with unofficially here about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. That's unofficial. Clock is off. Here's Rosen. High punt for the Panthers. Headed the other way, the wrong way by Attleboro. And it's going to be Rocchio coming back for it and just gets to it before the offense could come in on him. His blast out deep. Headed by Scagliarini. Scagliarini gets a leg on it before Thomas could get to it. Tipped forward by Fernandez Martin. Jakes for Kane. Noah stops. He loses the ball. Out deep. Franklin takes it back. Now it's taken by Attleboro. A big rush with some open space to the left. This is Big Thomas. Got the lone goal for Big Blue. 1-1 is your score. Throw in. Jakes going down with it is Kane. Can Kane win the ball? Kane, he does. Kane comes out with it. Noah Kane, it's blocked, and it's going to be kicked out to the midfield stripe. O'Leary comes back strongly, charging through with the ball, and he saves it. Sean O'Leary. O'Leary charging on the right side. O'Leary charging through. His centering ball is blocked and kept in by Attleboro. And they start out deep in their own end. They got some open space. Time winding down in this one. Waiting for the double whistle. A dive is missed, and with it now is Badger. Badger comes through. Badger holding over to Luke Hagopian. Hagopian can't do much with it, and Jakes is going to look for the ball. He's not going to get it. It's going to be awarded to Attleboro. The throw-in coming is Hagopian. He can really fling it. He gets it through in front. It's Sinelli with the save for the Panthers. And now it's kicked deep, but saved nicely, but kicked out of bounds by Jaden Beeland. Franklin with perhaps one last chance. Now things slow down. Everybody takes a collective breath. Herndon with the long throw in upfield. For Kane, he chips it forward. Kicked high by Attleboro. Headed by Fernandez Martin to Jakes. Jakes in the corner. His centering ball is caught by Rocchio. Rocchio punts it deep. That's that strong leg, and it gets through. And Franklin can't clear it. Here comes Attleboro with it. This is Neuendorf. His centering ball is too strong, and Franklin tries to clear it. They cannot. Now the push off there. Big battle for it by Ribeiro. His shot is blocked. Ribeiro battling for it. Franklin can't clear it. The ball is going to be kept in bounds with the centering pass. And it's blocked, and Herndon with the back kick for the Panthers. It's going to roll deep. Attleboro still with the pressure, the final seconds of the game. Ball is loose. This is Hagopian. He's talented. And double whistle. The game is over. The game ends. And the pure exhaustion on the field. 3 players are down here. I believe I heard double whistles. I did. 3 players are down. 4 players are down. Total exhaustion. Both teams leaving it on the field here tonight. And the game ends in a 1-1 tie. Player down was Noah Kane, one of them. Also down Hansi Jakes. And 2 Attleboro players are down as well. Wow, what a game. 1-1 your final. Franklin moves to 12-0-5 on the season. 10-0-5 in the league. And Attleboro drops to 12-1-4, and in the league 10-1-4. So Franklin in the league 10-0-5 against 10-1-4. That's the edge to Franklin. That's going to do it for our tremendous hockey game between these two Hockomock rivals who sit at the top of the league. You see how tight it is. It's like a half a game lead for the Panthers going into the final game, which will be Thursday night here, again Thursday afternoon against Milford at 3:45. And Attleboro, that's a factor. There'll be a factor too. They go on the road to North Attleboro. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed bringing you exciting Franklin boys soccer. I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator. Tonight, Chris Leverone, among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Royce saying so long from beautiful Piscini Stadium on the Franklin High campus. The final score for the final time tonight, Franklin 1, Attleboro 1. Till next time, so long.